week 4 of the 2023 season. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker. There's a lot to like from his showing last week. Well over 100 yards in a pair of scores. It's the Seahawks and the Cards, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
With Mount right here in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Trubisky's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now it's Trubisky. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's a jet sweep. Trubisky pops it forward. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Zach Ertz has it complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon.
Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time.
And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First down. Here's Corral with it.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Young. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Corral to throw. First and 10. Finding room at midfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is caught inside the 15. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Tariq Young.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
And along with the rest of his offensive mates, here comes Zach Ertz. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
It's a jet sweep. Trubisky pops it forward. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Trubisky to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a first and 10.
Corral, another throw coming.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Bryan Edwards.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Cardinal offense takes back over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky
on the slant, complete to Hopkins.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Trubisky. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
A 1st down throw here for Corral.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
Look at the big fella go.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? We couldn't do it here in football.
No, I think you can do it here in football. A perfect game in baseball. That's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. He finds his man, complete. It's Young.
Corral with it on 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Young.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Corral with it, 1st down here.
He finds his man, complete. It's Young.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Derek Young
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Boye Mafe.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. To the air again. Here's Corral. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, it's Corral.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Derek Young
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Boye Mafe.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
Room here to run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. fielded at the 20. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
He finds his man, complete. That's Young.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Again, it's Corral.
Touchdown! Noah Fant as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Boye Mafe able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Trubisky.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kobe Bryant.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Here's Trubisky. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's Corral on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Bryan Edwards, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra play by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Trubisky to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's complete to Hopkins.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5 now. Trubisky.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Trubisky will throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cards are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's Corral on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. Corral on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Corral looking for another pass here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And now they're in the hurry-up. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Corral. Touchdown! Noah Fant from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are pouring it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task. Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, putting the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Try the right side with Mitchell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Seattle, Washington. This offense so far on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 8. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
How about corner Kobe Bryant coming in to make the sack?
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And take it right on the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On first down, Corral. Going right back to Fant.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
First down. Here's Corral with it.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Derek Young.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as he just added on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Anthony Schwartz
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10.
First down throw here for Corral.
This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz.
He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly, but they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Corral with it, first down here.
That is caught at the 7.
And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now Corral. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
To the air again. Here's Corral.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Derek Young
from 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can...
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Kobe Bryant
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Trubisky nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Going deep for Walker. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
Again, Walker.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try and run Walker.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Cardinal offense takes back over. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing here, Trubisky. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Oh, he's going to go for it all.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Kenneth Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
There he goes, right side.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so.